Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Counselor Debbie. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk. Today, let's talk about sleep. Sleep is one of my favorite subjects and one of your basic needs. So the first 3 episodes of Let's Talk are going to be focused on basic needs. What are they? Think of basic needs as the minimum level of care that you need to give yourself. Put in math terms, it's like the lowest common denominator for your life. So basic needs can be divided into your whole life or whatever. I don't know if that makes sense. It's fine. You get the point. Satisfying your basic needs is incredibly important. In fact, I think it's the most important and essential thing that you can do for your physical and mental health and well-being. And sleep is really the most basic of these basic needs. So for a teenager, sleeping 8 to 10 hours a night is ideal. And honestly, now that we're doing virtual learning, I don't care if those hours are from 3 a.m. to noon, as long as you're getting enough sleep, those 8 to 10 hours. Why is sleep so important? Sleep is like your nighttime cleaning crew. So here we live close to an outdoor shopping area. At night, they come in, they power wash the sidewalk. You know, one time I saw the roach treatment van in front of one of the stores, giving the whole place a fumigation. These things are essential. None of these things could happen, though, if the places were busy and if there were a lot of people around. You need that time to have things be clear. So it's the same with sleep. Your body goes into this nighttime cleaning crew mode, and it starts power washing away the day that you just had. So in your sleep, you really process all the emotions and input that you had that day. Your body repairs and regenerates itself during sleep. All these wonderful things happen to help you get through the next day. That's why if you aren't sleeping, you're going to find it increasingly difficult to get through the next day and the day after that and the day after that and the day after that. And so if you usually don't sleep enough, you're eventually going to see the effects on both your physical and mental well-being. Physically, your digestion might be worse. You might be reaching for more sugary foods or eating more than you usually do. Your skin might get worse. You might get sick more often or feel drowsy. Could fall asleep in class. I mean, who hasn't? But you could fall asleep in class. Mentally, you might start to experience more anxiety. You might not be able to focus on things like schoolwork, and you might be irritable, snapping at people, and more likely to have a bad day. That's not fun. So if you want to feel better physically and mentally, sleep really needs to be your number one priority. And the great thing about it also is that it's totally free. I just want to let you know that J-Lo says that getting enough sleep is her number one beauty secret. So, you know, if it's good enough for J-Lo, it's good enough for me. And I'm pretty much doing whatever she tells me to do. So if your sleep sucks, if you have a problem with sleep, let's talk about a few easy ways that you can make it better. Got 3 ways that you can improve your sleep. First, think about your cell phone. You think I'm going to tell you to turn it off, put it in the other room while you sleep. I would never. That's not realistic. If you want to do that, good for you, and you're a better person than most in today's society. And you should tell yourself that every day. The tip that I will give you, though, is to go into your settings and turn off your blue light starting a few hours before you go to bed. And I'll show you how to do that. Your blue light is your regular light setting on your phone or tablet, and it tricks your body into thinking that it's always daytime. Our bodies generally know when it's night and when it's day, and they release some sleep-inducing chemicals when nighttime comes. So your cell phone's blue light prevents your body from releasing those sleep-inducing chemicals at night. And changing these settings can really help your body restore its natural sleep pattern. So if you're going to be on your phone late into the night, change your settings and you might find yourself getting drowsy instead of staying up all night. Just try it and see if it works. The second way that you can improve your sleep is through exercise. I know we're talking about sleep, but moving your body and breaking a sweat during the day will help you get better sleep at night. So don't raise your heart rate too close to bedtime unless it's something like light yoga, but any time during the day that you can increase your heart rate is going to help you get better sleep at night. And there's a lot of YouTube videos that'll lead you through an at-home workout. We also have another episode in terms of basic needs coming up that talks about how you can move your body. So please stay tuned for that. I personally like to take long walks and I listen to audiobooks. I know that's kind of nerdy, but you can listen to music, whatever you want to do. The third thing that you can do to help improve your sleep is to watch your caffeine intake. Let me give you a little pop quiz. What's going to make you sleep worse? A Starbucks at 2 p.m, a boba tea at 4 p.m, or having soda with dinner? The answer is that they could all make you sleep worse. All of the above. If you're having any caffeine in the afternoon or evening, it could keep you from falling asleep. Caffeine is like a chemical that's added to, it's naturally occurring, but it's added to a lot of beverages, and it can keep you from sleeping soundly. So be on the lookout for what's in the drinks that you're drinking. Like some people don't know that some Frappuccinos contain caffeine in them. If you go to Starbucks, get a decaf if you go in the afternoon. Or if you're like the kids in my neighborhood and you think that Starbucks is totally over and stupid now, and that tea pumps, like the boba place, is the place to be, you can have a decaf tea or a green tea. Green tea is usually less caffeinated than the black tea that usually comes with those drinks. If you're just used to like chugging a liter of Coca-Cola or Pepsi or Mountain Dew in the afternoon or evening, you're going to be up all night, not just because of the caffeine. You'll be peeing all night. That's one issue. But the caffeine issue, you can switch it up to 7-Up or like Orange Fanta, anything that doesn't have caffeine in it. So you can look at that label and see if it contains caffeine. Ideally, of course, you could cut the sugar too, but I'm not a total monster. Got to do what you got to do. The last thing to note is that if you're regularly sleeping a lot more than 10 hours a night and you're still tired, can you do me a favor and call your doctor? It's okay if you do that on the weekends or after staying up late a few nights in a row. But if you're like regularly sleeping 12 hours, that could be a symptom of depression, which we'll talk about in a later episode, or even a sleep disorder or something else. So talk to your doctor if you are sleeping a lot every single night. Okay, so there's so many more things that we could talk about with sleep, but I'll leave it there for now. Try those things that we talked about and let me know how it goes for you. If you've done those 3 things for a week or 2 and you don't see any improvement in your sleep, then we can talk about relaxation techniques and sleep routines. And you can let me know if you'd like me to do a video on that or a podcast on that. So that's it for this episode of Let's Talk about sleep, your most basic need, and basic in a good way. I hope that you got some good info out of it. And if you have any questions, just leave a comment or email me at debbie@beyondtheblock.org. I might answer your question on the next episode. You can also contact me to let me know if you end up trying any of the techniques that we talked about and how they're working for you. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're on YouTube and leave a nice review if you are listening to our podcast. I'm sending you love, peace, and health. Until next time, sweet dreams.
Okay.